Hello, lovelies. How is everyone? It is cold here. Says it's 14 degrees. I don't think that's right. So let me check my weather bug here. It's actually 12. Hello, how are you, Miss Holly? Yeah, just like a few minutes ago, it was 12 degrees and felt like 5. So, yay us. Anywho, how are you, Holly? Hope all is well. It has been super windy here. It has been so windy and cold. Oh my gosh, it's been so cold. In fact, the last 2 days, let's see, what day was that? Had it been, I think Saturday night and Sunday, and then this morning for a little bit, we were in a wind advisory. It was so stinking cold too. Ugh. Yuck, no rain. I don't want rain either, but I mean, I need it, but I don't want it. The snow was forecasted for tomorrow, and then that got pushed down to Friday. So we're looking at Friday. Anywho, how are the babies? You have got some of the cutest chickens. I swear. You seriously do. You have some of the cutest chickens I've ever seen. So I decided to go a little bit later today because I almost didn't go live today because I've been working on this afternoon. I've been working on more of these shirts, and I have 4 of them to do. My vinyl and the remaining shirts came in Friday or Saturday, and I just haven't had a chance to work on them until today. So, but I've got all of the heat transfer vinyl is all cut. Now I need to finish weeding and get it stuck on the, well, I'm doing the main sections. I'm doing the sleeves last because I have to change out the plate for it. So, hello, Skinner Farms. How are you? Cleaned your coops today. That's awesome. But yeah, next round of yuck. It is the winter. We're moving into winter really quickly. So we definitely have the winter cold right now. I'm not happy about it. I'm not sure why we are so stinking cold, but we are really cold. Too many chickens working on naked neck olive acres. Oh. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I am a busy girl. I'm trying to stay busy. I'm trying to make money. We've got I've got a couple more ideas I need to sit down and design and put on the put on the computer. So I have to wear my hat because I have had my stocking cap on most of the day. And hi, Gary. And I sincerely have the worst hat hair, so I just put my ball cap back on. You're getting by. Well, you gotta be better than that. Okay, then. That was fun. Oh, goodness. People. Find something better to do. I am so not ready for Christmas. So Saturday, Tony and I did get to go. We were supposed to. What were we doing? Or was that on Friday? I don't remember what day it was. I had to go get some. Right, that was a little different, wasn't it? I was specifically looking for this this wholesaler, or I should say, this reseller of Sizer Easy Weed heat transfer vinyl, and we ended up in this place. The it's like an outlet mall type thing, and so there were lots of different stores and whatnot. And so we did some shopping at Old Navy. We were able to get some. It was Friday. So I got a few gifts for the kids, but and then on Saturday we ended up and I got a few more gifts. So yeah, we had to do some shopping on Friday and Saturday, but honestly, I mean, and it was fun. It was nice to just spend the day with my hubs. I have mods, but they're not here. And I usually yeah, I am usually the one that does the modding anyway, for the most part. Let me see if I can't get you. There we go. There you are. How about you be a mod? So, all right. I was able to do that. I usually have a whole list of mods, but I don't know. People aren't really watching YouTube anymore, and they're not really on live chats a whole lot anymore. At least not mine. So, you know, it is what it is. You're gonna finish up this weekend. Nice. Oh, yay! So, which day is your birthday? Friday is Chrissy's birthday from Along the River Homestead. So her birthday is Friday. And then on the 15th is my son and my brother, one of my brothers. Yeah. You have a list. You're going to make mods when you finally figure out how to. That's great. Well, if you go live, I guess what are you going to use? If you use a third party, if you use something like StreamYard, you can do lives from your phone. It's a little bit harder. But then if you are using your desktop, like a webcam or your laptop, you can just click on the three dots on the side and you should be able to, when you go live. Otherwise, you have to go into, to stop and think about the exact, let's see. I don't know. I'll have to send you a video on it because I had to do that for, I sent Angel, Kane's Family Homestead. I sent him a video on Instagram, actually. So on how to go in, and I just showed him how to go in and do the mods, and you add them from your I can't remember which menu it is, but you got to go through YouTube Studio. So, fair warning, I don't let people get real crazy. Well, honestly, my whole motto, my whole thing is that everyone is welcome. Just don't be a jerk. Be kind. That's really the only requirements. If you can't be kind, then don't be here. So from your iPad, well, you should still be able to go with using your iPad. You should still be able to go through YouTube Studio to do it. So, hello, South Florida. How are you? How are things? Yeah, for the most part, though, it doesn't get too crazy, and I'm usually really quick at smashing the trolls. I'm not. I don't put up with that stuff. So. Yep, that is my motto, isn't it, Holly? Just be a nice human. Be kind. That's all that you need to do. Period. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Everyone's entitled to their whatever they do in life. Just be kind. Just don't be a jerk. We're still a free state. We are too here in Iowa, so yay. I'm hearing some. I actually was watching. I was watching something on YouTube today. There's a channel. It's called Unheard, and it's unheard as in a herd of something versus herd. So anyway, they were talking. There's a guy on there that was talking about, like, they were really talking about this whole situation going on worldwide, we'll just say. And my whole thought process on this is I call it a plandemic, plain and simple. I'm not gonna mince my words. I never have before, so I'm not gonna do it now. But there's a lot of theory out there as to, well, actually, I can't remember the name of the professor. He teaches at shoot. Now I can't remember the name of the college that he's been teaching at. And anyway, he was comparing like Florida and this whole mess, and as compared to a lot of the other states, and then he was comparing like to the UK, and Austria's in lockdown, Australia's in lockdown, and they have internment camps. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. So so simple, but so hard for some. It's really hard for some people to just be a kind human being. It really is. I don't know why. I don't understand what is so hard about it. I really don't. I just do not understand it. So I have some hot cocoa I've been making, or I've been drinking on most of the day, and I've just kind of been reheating it and warming it up and sipping on it here and there. But this is my new mug. One of my new mugs. I love gnomes. They are like, I just love gnomes. So you'll see this pop up now and again. And then I'll switch over to some ginger beer. So I've really gotten into the ginger beer. And this particular brand is Gosling's, and I really do seem to like that a lot. I've only had, there was another kind that I tried, and I was just, and I don't remember the brand off the top of my head, but I was like, yeah, that's not very good. So anyway, this has been a really good brand for me. So, Stormy is the name of the sea lion. So your wife loves gnomes. I am a huge gnome fan. Like, well, I can't pull everything out. I've got so much. I've got a gnome tree. I have ornaments that I'm hanging on that tree, and they're all gnomes. And I have a Scentsy pot, a wax pot that is it's a gnome. Yeah. So, and then I have some zombie gnomes that Deb made me. So yeah. I don't know. I think I haven't heard anything from her today. I'm wondering if she's not here, so I'm wondering if everything's okay with her. I better check on her. Our amendments still rule the land. This correct, and they should. I think that we are just getting we are moving too far away from those amendments and from our Constitution, and it's a scary time. I'm not gonna lie. I really am. I'm concerned. In fact, I was just thinking about all of that today, and I thought, what would I do in all seriousness? What would you do? This is a question you can pose to yourself. What would you do if you just woke up tomorrow and had lost absolutely everything? What would you do? How would you react? How would you, would you try to find a new way of life? Would you try to try to gain back what you had, such as, the materialistic things? That's something that it's weighed very heavily on my mind for a while, and yesterday, for whatever reason, it hit me pretty hard, and then today I'm just thinking, gosh, what would I do? Like, would I attempt to get all of these things that I have? Like, this room is full of nothing but crafting stuff and sewing stuff and all of these things, and it's piling up. My whole goal was to get in here and rearrange this entire room and declutter and all of that stuff, and I haven't had a chance to do it. I'm actually working on my my front porch area is an enclosed porch, and I have a little like closet area, and I've got so much junk. I just have so much stuff sitting in my dining room right now. You can't really walk through it very well. There's a path through my dining room to get to my living room. And it's because I decided I was going to pull everything out, pull all of the holiday stuff out and rearrange in there and clean the shelves and, get rid of the carpet or at least vacuum it, which I did do that. So now I'm in the process of trying to put everything back and rearranging it and going through stuff and just getting rid of it. And then once the closet's done, it'll be fine. And then I can move out, out farther, and I can put my my grow room in there, so I can do, grow seedlings and stuff like that, because it's got nice big windows. And so trying to lay low and mind our business, get prepared if crap is, yeah. And that's really all you can do. Lose all my weapons of the East Coast in a boating. Don't blame you. Hello, Terry. So yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Accidentally. I just really don't know what I would do. I don't know. I've spent so much time trying to be a prepper and not succeeding at it that I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I have obviously, we have protection. We have, um, there will be a fight if anyone tries to come, um, you know, yeah. Nope, they're blocked altogether. Uh, anyway, so I just thought, well, gosh, there's going to be a fight either way, but am I really prepared to take on the world? I don't know. So, uh, hopefully, I'm hoping this week will turn out a whole lot better, and I can get stuff done. I'm hoping that once I get the customer order done for the shirts, um, which should be I should be able to get those done tomorrow. I'm really hoping that then the rest of the week I can really work on the house and rearranging stuff, and I'll put up my tree. I don't celebrate Christmas. I celebrate the winter solstice. We do celebrate Christmas for basically for my grandson, and we do gift exchange and things like that. But we don't celebrate the Christian holiday. We celebrate solstice. So hard for us to crazy prep with 11 people in the house. Yes. When it comes to prepping is knowledge. It is. It absolutely is knowledge. It absolutely is knowledge. And I think that I've spent a lot of time, like over the years, I've really spent a lot of time really learning a lot of things. But over the last about almost 3 years, I don't know, it's been longer than that. I've really been trying to up my game with, learning about herbs and learning, different various skills on, how to fix things and whatnot. I just, I'm not able to be in the workforce in my, in the medical field anymore, but I still, from time to time, like to go back through like my my pharmacology books and that kind of stuff. So I'm really learning a lot more about herbs and essential oil uses and natural emergency medicines, that kind of stuff. So I do think that it's super important. I think that that's probably the only way that that a lot of people are going to end up surviving, and at least not just surviving, but actually living. So I think having a more purpose-driven life is more important. I think that's more important than just existing. So and having that knowledge to get through that, I think is probably, that obviously that's what's going to get you through, right? So anyway, Terry, are you working on your orders? She's got some orders too. She does some, she is killing it on TikTok. Holy cow. She's got, I don't know, have you hit 60 yet? 60,000? Buying our time. Hobby retires in the next 2 years and we're moving. I long for a mountain and no nearby neighbors. Yeah. The only problem, yes, and going back and forth with Amazon. Um, okay, I thought you were. I got to get your shirt made for that. I have your masks made. I just don't have your shirt made. I got to make your shirt. So let's see here. 59.8 thousand people. That's how many she has following her on TikTok. So if you are on TikTok, y'all better go follow her. Let's get her. I would love to get her to her 60K. So I know 100,000 is where you need to be to get like all of the big benefits, but 60,000 is nothing to sneeze at, girl. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. And the thing is that you're giving good quality content. That's what you're putting out. You're putting out informational stuff, and that makes a huge difference. So the people that do follow you, the people that are following you, and the reason that you're growing so fast is because you're putting out content that people can use, and they want that knowledge. They want that information. They're hungry for that real information. So you will get there. You'll get there. I do the bad and ugly and pretty of farming. Yep. And I'm just kind of hodgepodging it. My TikTok is all kind of just kind of a hodgepodge of things. It's all homestead related for the most part. But I don't know. I think because TikTok is so because the videos are so much shorter, I think that you can get away with doing a wider variety of content versus here on YouTube. If you, you really have to kind of stick to a style. You have to stick to a filming and editing style, and you really have to stick in your genre or be pretty close to it. And the great thing about the homesteading genre or niche is the fact that everything that you do can and absolutely is homesteading related, because you are whether you're homesteading, farmsteading, urban steading, whatever whatever it is you're doing, living off the grid, all of those things. It's your daily life, and everything that you do in that daily life still pertains to what content you can put out. But I think YouTube is meant more for like longer the longer videos and more of the how-to and the DIYs and things like that, on your farm, so, or your homestead, or whatever you choose to call it. So hi, Sherry. I'll get there at some point. I'm so, I don't know. I'm so much more focused on what I got to do at home to make money. So I haven't really put content out even on TikTok, and it's easier for me to do like photos and things like that to put on Instagram. And so, I've grown pretty quickly on Instagram over the last, I don't know, well, over the last probably 6 months. It hasn't even been that long. Probably over the last 3 months, I'm like at 1,200 followers, I think, finally on Instagram. So, yeah, I think if you're putting out the content, it just, photos are just so much easier for me to do. And it's just simply because I don't know. I have I have a crazy busy and, you know, house, I guess we'll just say, and, you know, it's not glamorous and, you know, I don't think many people do have a very glamorous house, but it's just always chaotic, and so I don't like to show things really a whole lot in my house, um, or what I'm doing in the house. So YouTube, YouTube will get easier for you the more you do it. I will say I like filming. I like filming. I like editing. I like just I like putting out content. It's a matter of I don't always have um, I don't always think about filming, and I should, but I don't. So it's so bummed today. I've not done anything on Instagram or TikTok. Yeah, I haven't either. I haven't. I don't remember the last thing I posted on Instagram. It's been a few days. I agree, Holly. That's the thing. You know, Instagram is easiest because of the pictures, and I can hashtag no problem. You know, that's not an issue at all. Small short snippets of video are I you know, I'm okay with doing that, so that's why TikTok works pretty well for me, because I just I don't have the I don't have the time to really devote to setting up for filming and all of that stuff to make an you know, a 5 to 10-minute video for YouTube, and then I just I don't really have that luxury right now. I'll get there again, but, um, I gotta find my groove again. Aw, thanks, girl. Yeah. So I love that one too because it's just kind of fun. The you know, the Shed Wars entry. Um, I do like that one a lot just because it was kind of fun and it was lighthearted and, you know, it wasn't there wasn't anything really too, I don't know, informative or anything of that nature, but it was just kind of fun to do. And, I don't know, I feel like, I've got a few that I really like, few videos that I like on here on my YouTube channel. So, yes, YouTube, they are getting very strict on, yeah, and it's the dumbest things. But, you know, I'm finding that on most social media platforms. So, even TikTok is getting to the point where you have to be kind of careful what you're doing because if you make the wrong step, that's, you know, they'll they'll ban your account. You'll be done. And if it seems like people are getting even on Instagram and Facebook and like it's just social media in general. It's everybody is so hypersensitive and um it's it's almost like, you know, you can't have you're not allowed to have an opinion and to voice that opinion. So so much for the First Amendment, correct, right? All right, girly. Yeah, I don't I feel like there's been um, social media right now is a direct attack on people's First Amendment. The problem is that they needed to curb some of the stuff that was going on. You know, the bullying and the um, uh, you know, the shaming and all of that stuff like that. All that stuff needed to be kind of curbed just a touch. You know, reined in, I guess. And the problem is that they took it too far, and they've got each social media platform I guess minus TikTok and Parlor. MeWe's not so bad. But you know, your major players, your Instagram and Facebook, here, they really truly are kind of stifling the First Amendment. And I don't know, I think they're just getting too big for the britches. And you just are not there. There seems to be quite a political agenda, and it's not always the correct one. And, you know, I mean, but if you look at our news media right now, our news media is the same way. It's such a, it took such a hard left that, you know, media is supposed to be unbiased, and it's supposed to be factual, and that is that. And so there shouldn't be any opinion, but everything now is opinion based, and it's sad to see. It's really sad to see. I notice it a lot, even just on our local news stations. I'm just thinking to myself, wow, you guys are ridiculous. There's a lot of inflammatory language that the media uses that they themselves are not checking, you know, and it really kind of sucks. I have Rumble. I just don't put any content up on Rumble. I do like Rumble. But there again, I also noticed with Rumble that there are less moderate and more, now you're swinging more right. And I am absolutely 100% a moderate. I am socially, I am very liberal, you know, when it comes to social things, but like social programs, etc. But fiscally, I'm most definitely conservative in that nature. So depending on the topic, I will lean more left on one topic than I will on, you know, on another. I'll lean more right. So it just kind of depends. But I'm very moderate, and I don't really do, I don't know. I just want facts. That's all I want. I just want the facts. And you just can't really find those anywhere. It's hard to find a very unbiased media outlet. It really is. And it doesn't matter what platform you know, it's going to swing one way or another. There's just not really any, I don't know. As I said, I tend to lean I tend to lean more left socially, and more right fiscally. So it just kind of, you know, it just really kind of depends. I will say that, so I listen to a lot of, I'm on Spotify a lot. And I try to seek out other news sources that just are not, they're a lot less they're a lot less biased, we'll just say. And so but I listen to a lot of Spotify, and I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan. My husband more so than I even do. But I do more reading than I do like getting on social media platforms to get stuff, because I'm like, it's just one way or the other. It's either completely left or completely right, and I just don't even want to. It's like, let me just give me the facts and let me deduce my own, you know, come up with my own opinion. and my own thoughts. That would be, the whole idea of free thought. I don't know. I know it's astounding. Hi, Deb. I was just wondering about you. I couldn't remember if today was your procedure or not. Garbage, bring in the groceries and put the perishables away. Yes. Yeah, I know. It's once you get sat down, that's it, man. I hear ya. No, didn't really miss anything. I didn't go live until 7:30. I've only been on for 40 minutes. I've been working on these SEMA shirts. I have an order for 4 of them, and my stuff finally came in on, I want to say it came in Friday via UPS. And I haven't had a chance to really work on them until today. And that still wasn't even until this afternoon. So I have one shirt that is completely done, and then I have the rest of the vinyl. The heat transfer vinyl it's all cut out from the plotter, but I got to go out and weed it. It's all ready I just need to weed it and press it. And I'll do all of the sleeves at one time because I have to change out the plates. So I have to use the hat plate actually. So rescheduled for Wednesday. Okay. I don't hold politics against anyone until it affects me. Agreed. I'm the same way. I just I do, but I have my opinions, and they're mine. It doesn't mean that just because we have differing opinions that we can't be friends, and that there's just some things that you figure, well, we just don't need to discuss that topic. So that's all it was. Running errands and hit Dollar Tree. Yes. The $1.25 store. I know. I need to do that too. But so Friday and Saturday, I got to do a little bit of shopping for the holidays, but that was about it. Like, let's see. I only have one child that doesn't have something to open yet. But everybody's got at least one item. And I have to pay for some other stuff that I've ordered. And I'm hoping that it'll be here. I got to pay for it, and I'm hoping it'll be here before the holidays. So, bonjour, Brigitte. Thank you. Yes. Thumbs up, babes. Je t'aime aussi. Je t'aime aussi. I know you go to bed. Well, it's 9:15 your time, so. Hi, Jess. So yeah, it's 9:15 Eastern time. So you guys are all ahead of me, except for Deb. I think you're the only one. Deb and I are in Central, but I have all my kids done. Grandkids get gift cards. Oh yeah. It's hard. It's hard to shop for some of the grandkids. It's even kind of hard to shop for like my kids sometimes. And they're all adults, so. Oh, you know what? No, I did not. So I have I'm trying to think of what. It's actually, I think it's in my bedroom. It's going to take me a while to get through that book too. But so Brigitte, Deb gave me a book, and it's 11 Days in September, I think. Is that what it is? But it's all en français. So yeah, I was like, that'll be interesting trying to read through that because I'm so rusty on my French. So yeah, yep, you're out. You, Holly, you and Jess both are in Ohio. In Ohio. I actually, yeah, everybody's getting cash. Yeah, that's seriously like that's probably the best thing to give most people. Um, so earlier I was saying how like it really kind of over the last few days, but namely over the last couple days, um, I really just got to thinking like, wow, my I was feeling I'm feeling very claustrophobic and very cluttered right now and chaotic because of the house. And I was just kind of thinking to myself, I'm like, what would I do if it all just went away tomorrow? Like, would I try to rebuild it or would I just pick up and go? Or, what exactly would I do? Like, how would I deal with that? What would I do? And so I was kind of posing that question, like, um, if you, who's in Ohio? I don't know. I have an uncle and cousins out in Ohio. I have a sister from another mister out in Ohio, or two. Actually, I've got several. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Um, so I just really, like, I was really trying to think, how would I deal with that? Like, how would I cope with if I lost everything, like all of my possessions? What would I do? How, would I work really hard to try to um make money to rebuild, or would I just, and like, okay, so maybe then so maybe the scenario is you lose absolutely everything, okay? Your choices are you'll have your house and you'll have your car, okay? You have your property. Or you can choose to pick up and just go somewhere else and try to basically reinvent yourself and reinvent your entire life as you know it. My favorite prepper channel. Oh, I don't really know. I wouldn't say that I watch a lot of prepper channels like that are all out preppers. I think most of them are homesteaders that are they're preppers like me in the sense that they are prepping for they're prepping food stores and that kind of stuff. Um, I love doTERRA, Appalachia Homestead. Um, I love her. Um, let's see, Camp Atten Family Compound is a good channel to watch. Um, I don't know. I watch different channels for different things and different aspects of prepping, I guess. So, um, as far as YouTube goes, um, oh, Jamie and what the heck is their name? I can't think of their name now. I used to like those two. Them too. You'd start over elsewhere? Yeah. Alaska Granny. Yeah, I've heard. I have no idea, Katie. I don't have any clue, but I just got rid of them. I blocked them. Appalachian Homestead has gotten so negative lately and pissy. I think it's because I think she gets I think she gets a lot of attacks. Like, she gets a lot of personal attacks, and there's zero reason for it. Like, we are all entitled to our opinions. We are all entitled to, our we're all entitled to our freedoms, and I think that she gets a lot of negativity from people, and I don't really know why. I will also say, though, that I think that with the current environment, the way that it is, the current social environment, I don't think that helps a whole lot. And it is real easy to get stuck in that negative hamster wheel. It is really, really easy to do that. So I don't know. It's it's hard telling as to why. I will say, though, I'm not a big fan of the whole, I don't like the overly, I don't like the overly, religious and churchy stuff. That kind of drives me crazy. Okay, that's not loading. So I was looking to see if I can, I was looking to see if I got on YouTube, because I use StreamYard. So I usually have my channel running. I usually have the live running on another tab, just so I can go back and forth and click and look and make sure things are getting done right. But it's not loading now all of a sudden. I don't know what the deal is. We've been having real issues with our internet. So she preaches not letting the haters bother you, but she does a lot of videos on them. I know. Right. If you're not helping, you're hurting. I mean, I just, I don't know. I'm of the firm belief, I mean, as I stated earlier, it takes absolutely nothing. It costs absolutely nothing to be a kind human being. It costs nothing. So why somebody has to interject their negative and their negativity and their, just their misery on somebody else is beyond me. I don't understand it. And we all go through our phases, and we all go through it. Like, I suffer from depression and anxiety. I understand. I truly understand what that is like. But if you don't have any, it's that whole, your mama used to tell you, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And that's, I mean, just don't. Like, if you don't like what somebody is saying, don't watch their channel. It's that simple. It really, truly is that simple. You don't like their social media accounts, what they're doing on their social media, just scroll on by. It's really not that hard. Bear independent prepping and homesteading. Okay, yes. Yeah. I know everybody has their bad days, but and I will say also, I noticed, I'm noticing a lot of people are they're using TikTok as their sounding board now to make these videos. They're like, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I'm stuck in this cycle. Demon, you cannot come in. And then you get all these people that are just like, you know, I thought about suicide today, or I thought about, hurting myself, or I'm just like, okay, I get it. Like I have so been there, but is it really worth it? And I don't know. Sometimes I also don't know if it's a genuine cry for help, or if it's just an attention seeking behavior that they're doing. So, and I find a lot of that. Another thing that drives me crazy about these social media platforms, especially things like YouTube or TikTok. Well, here's my Cash App, or here's PayPal, send me this, I need that, blah, 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 blah. And I truly believe in helping my fellow human. But when it's a constant beg for money or things, it just makes you look terrible. I mean, I don't know. And unfortunately, a lot of people have been burned by that lately. So I just don't, yeah, just sucks. We should show each other love, and sometimes that means scrolling by or not saying anything, and sometimes it means speaking up out of kindness. Exactly. Teal House Farm. I have never heard of them. I will have to check them out. Better write that down because I'll forget if I don't. Teal House Farm. Okay. I can say I do need to get back into making more content. I've had this discussion a lot, and the thing is that oh yeah, yep. So it's been a while since I've talked about this, but I seem to keep circling back to this every single live. I stopped watching the big channels. I stopped watching them probably close to 2 years ago. And I will tell you why. Because I'm sick and tired of the begging for money, the constant begging for money, or I need this, I need to do this. So, we really need your help because we need to build this, or we need to buy that, or, blah, 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 blah. And it's not genuine. That's the thing. Do you really truly need that much help? I mean, some people literally are getting their homesteads and moving to new homesteads, and getting a lot of infrastructure things paid for by their followers, and which, I mean, that's great. If somebody genuinely wants to, wants to give to them out of the kindness of their heart, yes, absolutely, they can do it, and they should. But don't sit there and complain that you don't have this, that, or the other, or, because I mean, I'm telling you, we all need stuff. I mean, I need major infrastructure stuff, but I'm not going to sit here and beg people for money in order to get that stuff done. Because it's not, well, it's not their job, you know? Exactly. You cannot build your own homestead and support somebody else's fully. You cannot do it. You can't. I will say also, I think as homesteaders, especially, we what we like to do is, well, we do a lot. We're pretty um we're pretty adaptive, okay? So we do a lot of stuff and we get a lot of side hustles going on because we have to. And so but we're actually like offering a product. You know, we sell a product or we make and sell a product or um, you know, stuff like that. And that's a good way to support somebody. You know, like I can get behind that. If you've got a product, you know, you're making a really nice, you know, soap, say, and you know what? Chances are I'm probably going to buy at least a bar of soap from you just because first of all, I want to try it. I want to see how good it is. Second of all, I want to be able to support you, but I don't want to just give you money because, you know, I don't have the money to just give. So, I would love to be able to do that, but um you know, it's just it's kind of nice to be able to support somebody else's endeavors um because it's something they've actually put effort into creating. And that's and I'm all about the creative process. I love the creative process. So, hi Lori. I'm a little channel too and I ain't begging either. A lot of people that are on my channel, but I don't give a shit how many subs I have. Yeah, I don't I was really I was very, very sub driven, okay, there for a while, because my main goal well, my first year in, I wasn't too terribly driven about hitting my 1K and getting monetized and all that stuff. By year 2, I was, well, probably, I don't know, maybe 8 months, 10 months into it, I started to get more driven, by numbers, and I got very serious, and then so by, I don't know, the middle of year 2, I was just like, it well, I would say probably the just before, probably 16 to 18 months into it here on YouTube, I was burnt out. I was so burnt out, um, because of the drama. Oh my gosh, the frickin' drama that this platform has caused and the chaos that it has caused and distress it has caused me. Um, I'm just like, it's just not worth it anymore. Like, it is so not worth it. Um, so I just kind of gave up, like really putting out a whole lot of content and really hitting the, you know, and being obsessed with numbers and stuff. And this, I will tell you that this year, I have done none of that. Um, I'll check my hours periodically. I just because I've lost so many hours. I've lost subs, I've lost hours. You know, and I just keep thinking, well, I can't really get too upset about that because I'm not putting anything out. You know, I'm not putting any content out, so people aren't going to watch it, you know, obviously. So I'm not going to continue to gain new subs. And people are going to, they're going to grow tired of watching the same thing, you know, the same videos over and over and over again. So, you know, I have no one really to blame but myself as far as that goes. But it's just not my main driving factor anymore. It's just really not. Offer a product or service. We all need side hustles. Yep. Hence, that's what I do. If I was entirely sub-driven, I would be in a deep depression this year, but that's what you get when you don't put out content for 8 months. I know. See, and I'm the same way. Like the only thing I've done some content here and there over the last like year. But that's I've been mostly just my live chats, you know. And I will tell you that I do the live chats because I love talking to you guys. Like I like that. I love the interaction. Um And I like the small, intimate groups. That was another reason why I quit watching, going on so many lives and whatnot on YouTube, was because the chats were just, they just fly by because there's so many people in there and they're all trying to get at least one word in edgewise. And it's like, your host isn't even seeing what you're typing. And if they catch something, it's usually somebody that is constantly type, 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 like, typing a few words, enter, typing, enter, type, enter. It's just a barrage. And I don't know. I don't have time for that. So I like the intimacy of a small group, and so I don't mind that I don't have a ton of, people in my chats. Um, 10, 15 people is good. 15 is starting to push it. I just want to find a few nice friends and share advice. Way harder than you'd think to find. Yes, it is very hard. Oh, girl, this has been. So January 9th will be my that will be my 3-year anniversary of actually being a creator on YouTube and not just a follower, viewer. And I will tell you that this entire journey has been, well, let me just say it has been a roller coaster. It's been up and down. I've met some fabulous people. But I have met some really big, well, frankly, assholes. So, people who are they're not good human beings. They really are not. And they have done a lot of things to try to tear me down. And the thing is that I've let them. That's the big thing. That's where a lot of my drive went for trying to produce content was, it left because people were just tearing me down. And I would get a lot of questions, from other people, other creators here, and they would go, I don't understand how you are not, how your channel hasn't blown up. Like, you were putting out putting out great content and you're doing this and that. And yeah, well, when you get a few people who are just destructive in nature, that's just their nature, is they are very destructive. And all they want to do is, they want all the glory. So they don't want to share that with you. They don't want to share that with anybody else. So they will try to destroy anything in their path. And when you get those people, when you enter into that path and you're not that kind of a person, it tends to suck your drive right away, and it's hard to find it again. If you're not into shooting and prepping, then walk on. Right? See, and I like both of those things. The word I have for that is stupid. Stupid's one word. Well, welcome back, Terry. Yeah, I know, right? 3 years. Isn't that crazy? So I was actually, I was talking to Chrissy one day, not too terribly long ago, and I said, she hit her 1K, and she's working on hours, and and I'm super excited and happy for her. I am so happy for her, and she's like, I just feel like it's been such a battle, and it's been, and then, for the longest time, I didn't care. I was just doing it just to do it. And then, I don't know. I got so close. I started to get closer and closer to my 1K, and I'm like, wow, maybe I could do it. And so she started to actually learn more about, and I said, see, this is what, these little milestones they can really push you and, make it worthwhile. But, she's like, I can't believe, she goes, it's been 2 years since I've been on and blah, blah, blah. And I said, yep. And so we were discussing, and I've discussed with a few people, Kat and Denny. Well, Kat and I started about the same time, and they're already over their 1,000, but they've got a lot of stuff going for them. They've got an actual farm now, like a big farm, and Denny does blacksmithing, and but she's like, you were literally like you were my first friend from YouTube. And I said, yeah, I know, it's cool, it's so cool. And she goes, I can't believe we've been on this long. And so it's really cool. It's cool. But yeah, I'm gonna be hitting 3 years in January, and I'm nowhere near. I am nowhere near. I just keep losing more and more. But hey, it is what it is. I was just saying what's on my channel. Oh, yeah. No, that's no, she's saying that the word that she has for that is stupid. What she was meaning by that was just people are stupid and all the drama, and yeah, that's what she was talking about. 2 years on YouTube and 9 months on TikTok, but took 2 months to get all the followers from 1,000. Yep. I know, it's crazy. Well, this is just a chat about this, that, and the other. How are you, Super Tuga? Yeah, we're just sitting here chit-chatting, doing nothing. Currently, the topic is how long we've been on YouTube and actually, making content and whatnot. So, and the relationships that we've actually formed from being creators on YouTube. So, which is awesome, It can be, it's a double-edged sword. YouTube is a double-edged sword. Big time. Thank you. Farm her. I'm going to make a new one, though. I was actually... Oh, awesome. You're in Portugal. Fantastic. So, Terry, I was actually thinking about that. Okay, I love the beat-up hat, the beat-up trucker hat. Yeah, the drama is so stupid. It is so stupid. But I was actually looking into that, and I think because this hat's getting pretty dang beat up, and I thought, well, I probably need to replace it, and I don't really want Farm Her on it, so maybe I was thinking, well, maybe I can just make my own hats, and I think I'm going to do that, and I'll just put Royal Amethyst Acres on it, and hopefully, let's hope it. Okay, y'all got to keep your fingers crossed and pray to whatever it is you believe in that everything goes well in 2023 for us, or 2022, I'm sorry, because I want to get into screen printing, and I'll be a multifaceted supplier, so it'll be great. Oh, my favorite prepping item. Well, Demon, no, you cannot come in. Yes, you did hear Demon. Yeah, I love the beat up look too. Let's see, my favorite prepping item. Boy, I don't know. I would say probably, so for preserving, would definitely be my it has to be my vacuum sealer. I love preserving that way. As far as like my favorite thing to prep with, other than like, I don't know, what do you like, a tool? I would say probably my hatchet. Like I will tell you, because my hatchet's pretty multi-purposed. If I can keep a good sharp edge on that thing, man, that's, yeah, I would say my hatchet, because I mean, I can, it's not heavy. I can still, you know, if we're out and I have the hatchet out, I can, you know, I can cut cut down some wood, at least some starter, and if I was so inclined, I could probably use the damn thing like it was intended for, and that was to butcher my rooster, who's a giant dick. Let's see here. I don't know. Boy, I don't know. And I've got like a few tools that I really, really like, for food prep, um, for preservation. But I have this knife it's handmade, that I got from an Iowa company actually, and it's a tomato slicer. And oh my god, that thing! If it's a soft fleshed fruit or a vegetable, it is amazing. Like, it doesn't destroy the tomatoes. It doesn't make them like a whole big mess. Demon, go lay down. Oh my gosh. I also have I have a dehydrator as well, but it's an older one, and it doesn't oh man, I would love to have me a nice big Excalibur. That would be the bomb diggity. Oh, you know what? I have a very, very oval face, almost egg shaped. So, yeah, I wear a lot. I wear a ton of hats. I love wearing hats. I kind of have a collection, so I have several different ball caps, but um, I've got I've got 3 of them just sitting in here. This one, oh, come here, come here, come here. Oh, and I just knocked my shit down off the. So, I love this guy. This is an amazing hat for working out in the garden in the yard. I love this hat. But yeah, I love hats. Hats and shoes, and I don't know why. Jess, well, see, 2021 told 2020, here, hold my beer, bitch. So I'm really not looking forward to 2022, if that's, yeah. Because I'm thinking that 2022 is going to end up saying, you know, here, hold my tequila. uh, and no, you don't. Terry, you do not have a fat face. Whatever, woman. A lot of, yeah, dehydrated foods is great too. I do. I love my dehydrator, but it's not, you know, it's not the best, but it works. Yes, Deb, you do a ton of fermenting. And you know what? Terry's been doing a ton of fermenting too. So you have, oh, cranberries with raw honey. Now, see, that might be something I would eat. I might actually eat that. I saw I was thinking actually that I might do this too. I saw a video on, I think, TikTok, and this guy's recipe for fermented garlic, and taking, and being able to take a spoonful of that every day for immunity and stuff. Like, oh yeah, I was thinking that would be good because it's garlic honey, and then he put some red pepper flake in it just to give it some heat because he likes the heat. But I thought, well, I don't know, I'd kind of like to keep it sweeter. I'm not really I don't like spicy foods. My stomach does not like spice. So, even though one of my favorite things to grow are peppers. I don't know why. I love growing peppers and tomatoes. Those are my favorite things to grow, aside from my flowers and stuff and my medicinal herbs. I love growing herbs. But see, I like canning as well. But I have not been able to do that for a very long time. There's the biggest reason is because my garden did not produce this year. And as most of you have seen, if like I'm on a very almost daily communication basis with most of you here. So you've seen my garden didn't do anything this year. It did absolutely nothing. It produced nothing that I could put up for storage. And that really bothered me. And I had a lot of factors that went into that played into that, but I'm telling you, I'm upping my game next year. It is going to be so different. And that's part of the reason why I'm working on that front porch. So but I don't even have a pressure canner anymore. Like, I don't have a pressure canner. I've got a water bath canner, but I don't have a pressure canner. So I would love to have one, but that'll be, if my garden produces next year, I will absolutely invest in one. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to. Yeah, a lot of dehydrated food. Dehydrated food is honestly like that, and canning are the best food preservation in my mind. I mean, honestly, I think that is probably the best way to preserve food. I don't really care for the taste of fermented foods, a lot of fermented foods. So fermenting is not for me, but it is fantastic because, yeah. I want to get into, I'd like to water glass my my excess eggs, but my girls are not producing right now. So, but I'm hoping that my flock will be, I'm growing new birds next year. And essentially I'd like to get into actual breeding and breed my own stock, and then I don't have to buy stock from anywhere else, after that. So really sour with a back flavor of sweet. Oh, nice. Hot sauce, keep some garlic and raw honey. Yep. All right. Good night, Holly. Love you, girl. Thanks for coming and seeing me. Putting up with you. Whatever. Girl, you're always welcome here. You know that. You're always, always welcome. We need to stay in better touch than we do. Like, occasionally we talk to each other on Instagram, but not very often. We need to do more of that. Medium-sized jar of fermented whole garlic that is fantastic in soup and stir fry and casseroles. Yep. Fermented foods is fantastic for gut health. It's great for gut health. It's great for immunity. It is fantastic as an antifungal and antibacterial. It really it works really well as a natural antibiotic in a lot of cases. I'm not a doctor. These claims have not been evaluated by the FDA. But yes, I'm telling you, herbal medicine, growing your herbs, growing your own food, like that is like the pinnacle of life. Like I don't think if you are growing your own and you're growing almost all of your own stuff and you really don't have to do a whole lot, of shopping elsewhere outside of your own yard. Like that seriously, that's my holy grail right there. So I actually I was also thinking that I really want to get into foraging, especially um, especially mushrooms. I don't particularly care for a lot of mushrooms. I don't particularly care for the taste. They're too bland. They don't really have a taste. And if they're canned, they're just too slimy. Um, but mushrooms are fantastic, and especially, I mean, they really are a fantastic health food. They're healthy for your gut. They're healthy for immunity. They're healthy. They're just so many things. They're so beneficial. And so I need to I really want to get into foraging for them and possibly growing if I can't forage enough. I think it'd be pretty cool to, I mean, I have a timber. I have plenty of logs I could probably inoculate. So, I got plenty of stuff. Right? Yep. I'll even mark a spot on my right butt cheek for him. Speaking of those entities, so this channel that I was watching, they were talking about this whole like the efficacy of having natural immunity or acquired immunity, and they're still saying that your natural immunity, if you have had this mess that's going on, you still are better. You're better protected than if you were to take the acquired immunity, which is artificially made in a lab, obviously. But they're actually saying, there was one expert that was saying that this is not going away, and that this is something that, like, amongst the other 200 viruses that we have to, viral disease processes that we are living with as it is, this is just going to be yet another one. So it's going to be, it's here to stay. It ain't going anywhere. So we need to learn how to be, we need to learn how to be healthier, and we need to decrease the, we really need to decrease the rate of obesity and autoimmune disorders, and trying to control those better. Being more physical, obviously. So yeah. Yeah, I agree, Deb. depending on what you're buying and where you're buying it from. Yeah. And sometimes if you can go to like a farmer's market and you can get, sometimes they're a little more flavorful. Mushrooms are. If you can go, like, if somebody has actually foraged them or they've grown them, like they've inoculated their own logs and things of that nature. So, yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, they're finding that they're really finding that 3 may not even be the natural, or may not even be the magic number. And so what they're saying is that it may end up having to be like the influenza immunization that you get every year, the vaccine that you get every year to fight the flu. They're probably going to have to do something like that. So it may end up being, you have to have a yearly booster. And, much like with any other immunization that you get. But again, I'm one of those people that I can't even take the flu vaccine. I really cannot. I tend to get very, very sick if I take it. And I have no allergies to eggs. I have no allergies to iodine or sea bugs. So like, I don't have those kinds of allergies. So, but for whatever reason, my body does not react well. So I'm not even going to chance it with this other current situation. 5 liters of wine is the vaccine for everything, right? Yes. Yep. Well, that's okay. If I'm not going to shame anybody for taking it or not taking it. That is their health decision, not mine. So, oh, hello, Leo child. Sorry, I didn't even see you come in. So, hello. So yeah, I don't think that, I'm just not going to, I don't care. If you feel better by getting something like that, that's all on you. That's your decision. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. So I do drink. In fact, last night I had a lot to drink last night. And I am being told I'm supposed to be, I have to make a full tutorial video of my version of banana daiquiri because I make it different. I love banana daiquiris. I love bananas. So yeah. And rum. Yep. That is my choice right there. That's my choice of beverage. Like my choice of alcohol is absolutely rum. And I mean, I like beer. I like wine. But yeah, rum. I'm all about the rum. When they approve things that should not be ingested as okay for food, then they're not looking out for our best interest. Agreed. And then yep, exactly. Agreed. Oh, don't even get me started on that BS. I am all for life-saving pharmaceuticals, life-saving vaccines. Like, I totally believe in all of this. I mean, I'd be a hypocritical nurse, if I said that I didn't. I am not in any way, shape, or form an anti-vaxxer. I'm not any of that stuff. So, but this is just not something that I personally choose to to partake in. So, and for me, science is super important, and I just don't feel that I don't feel the science was done properly, and therefore I'm not going to I am not going to partake in that, because I really feel like if I can't handle a an influenza vaccine, I certainly am not going to be able to handle this one. So nope, not for me. Always been partial to vodka, mixes so well with other things. Yes, rum does too, darling. But my favorite rum obviously is Captain Morgan. It's spiced rum. And I love Kraken. Woo, yeah, that's good stuff too. I like the black spiced rum. Oh, so good. So good. Hi Tina, how are you, darling? Oh no. Oh no. I hope it goes away. I hope your migraine goes away. It's miserable. They are so miserable. And it is so freaking cold that it's not helping. If you can't question it, it's not science, right? Yep. Agreed. Oh, Tina, so what's your temperature right now? I know you're only a couple hours away from me. Oh, nuh-uh. This is redonkulous. 7 degrees feels like 0. Really? Mm-mm. Yeah, effing cold is right. Agreed. So we hit a high of 21, I think, today here. Or no, 23 maybe. And it felt like with the wind, our wind chill was 7 was the high for that. It was so stinking cold. Oh, excuse me. Hiccups now. 58. I would love 58 degrees right about now. You had a high of 18. Oh. Yep. Agreed, Jess. It is way too early for that BS. It is. It really is. We're not supposed to be getting these cold temps like this until, about mid-January to first part of February is when we really start getting cold usually. And otherwise, our average temps are, in the 30s. We're still above freezing average. Not right now. These last few years of weather have been just freaking crazy. Nice. 45, I'd take it. 20 inches of snow. Oh, hail to the no. I know that we live in the wrong place, like, to say that we hate snow, because, I mean, it's Iowa for crying out loud, but come on. Ugh. Sitting out back on the patio drinking a few. Nice. What are you drinking? What you sipping on? Yeah, our single digits are about mid-January is when we start to hit the 20s and lower. February is when we get real cold. That's when we hit the really low single digits. So last night, I drank so much that I'm not drinking alcohol right at the moment. Oh, Bud Light. I don't mind Bud Light, but for beer, my choices are Blue Moon. I really like Blue Moon with a slice of orange. And For a stout, I would say that I probably like Beck's better than Guinness. But I don't mind Guinness as long as it's not too terribly stout. Like my husband drinks Guinness stout. Like ugh. Nope, I'm good. We've had flurries, and we've had maybe a quarter of an inch in total. I don't know. We haven't had much for snow. I mean, we usually get some, but we usually end up with ice and sleet and all that crap first, and that's what we've had. We've had a lot of that, or I shouldn't say a lot, but we've had some of that, and we've had a little, like some snow flurries, but I wouldn't say more than probably a quarter of an inch at a time. So I'm not looking forward to winter because I'm sitting here and I'm cold. Like my feet they feel like icicles. Not allowed to drink tequila anymore. Are you mean when you drink tequila? Some people, my dad, he cannot drink, he loves White Russians. Or no, it's Black Russians he likes. And he's a jerk. Like he's just a mean jerk when he drinks those, so he doesn't get to drink those very often. All right, yes, please feel better. Love you, girly. Okay, all right. Night, Deb, love you. No, not mean, drunk. Okay. Let's see. I made 4 pictures, I think, in total last night of banana daiquiris. The last picture that I made, I had poured Tony a cup, poured Tony a glass, and he drank, I don't know, just a little bit of it. A picture probably, I don't know, for me. Well, so my recipe is 2 ounces of Blue Chair Bay banana rum cream, half an ounce of fresh lime juice, half an ounce of triple sec, an ounce of Paramount, just light rum, and yeah, it's a whole lot of rum, just saying. And stop and think about this. Blue Chair Bay, triple sec. Oh yeah, half an ounce of triple sec, an ounce of light rum. Oh, and an ounce of 99 bananas, and then 1 to 2 bananas, depending on how banana-y I want it. And I discovered, I'm like, hey, let's buy some banana puree too. Yeah, they're super banana-y, but they're super rummy. And then obviously, blend that with ice. So it's good. So good. I know, right? I might have something for rum. I don't know. I could be wrong. The snow means deer hunting. Yes. You know what? I have not been deer hunting. I haven't been in northern New York in years. I've not been in New York. I haven't been deer hunting since I was young. I was probably 7 or 8 the last time I went deer hunting. So my brother, one of my brothers, is an avid hunter. And I told him, I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and figure out, I need to take the hunter safety course. I want it because I want to take it. And I think I'm not very good with a 410. So, I could probably do a 22. Because I'm not a very big person, and I don't have a lot of upper body strength anymore. So, but he also does crossbow. He does bow hunting, and he does shotgun season. So, I'm like, could I go deer hunting with my 40 my 40 cal? Like, I can do that. That I can handle. And so he was laughing at me, but he told me, he's like, yeah, he goes, I'll go hunt, we'll go hunting together. So I have to get an actual rifle. The one we have is, I won't get any deer meat. I won't have any meat. It'll explode the deer. I have not ever been to New York. I want to go to New York. No, I'm not very good with a 410. I'm really not. The biggest here in Florida are the size of dogs. Oh, boo. No, we have some very good whitetail deer hunting. We have some amazing whitetail deer here. My brother last year got a 10-point buck. And he got, can't remember. I think he got an 8 and a 10-point buck. And then he got, I know he got a couple of does. Like I think he ended up with 5 or 6 deer last year because somebody gave him, or somebody gave him their tag. Like, obviously they went hunting, but they gave him, because it was more than that person needed. So good size hogs though. Yeah, I've heard. My my dad and stepmom live down in Texas, and she said the wild hogs down there are just freaking atrociously huge. Like, they're humongous. And I said, well, you need to get out there and get you some pork, girl. And she says, oh no, they don't taste good. So, like, I've heard otherwise. I'm not a huge deer meat fan either. I'm not a huge venison fan, but I don't mind it. I like jerky. I like sausage, summer sausage. And I don't mind ground as long as it is like in chili or something of that nature. It just doesn't really have, I don't know, it doesn't have the flavor I really care for. It's too gamey for me. I also don't like pheasant though. So, yeah. You got a piebald? Nice. Well, piebald, actually. Yep. Those, so those are, I was trying to look at the different, like, I was trying to find the difference between a, just a white deer and a piebald and an albino. And, so my understanding is that a true, obviously if it's a true albino, it'll have the pink eyes, kind of like an albino, like a white rabbit does, an albino rabbit. So it'll have the pink, red, whatever eyes. But then the piebald has obviously more than, it might have like a bicolor eye, or or it could be all white and not, and still have the the dark doe eyes, dark brown eyes. So it's kind of weird. But I also don't know a ton about hunting. I'm not a huge fan of fishing. Like, I like to go fishing, but I don't eat fish. I'm the worst survivalist on the planet. I'm just telling you. Well, hi guys, how are you? Oh my gosh, yes. We are doing we're just sitting here talking about, well, now hunting. How are you guys? Kim and Neil, by the way, to Travel and Tour. Speaking of which, you know what? Actually, I saw on the news yesterday. Made me think of you. Because they were talking about how they had to dock a I think it was a Norwegian cruise line. They had to dock a cruise ship because they had like 17 cases of the Rona pop up on there, and they were all immunized people. I'm just like, holy cow. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think that you guys took that, because I think you guys do, you do Princess, I think, don't you, when you go on your cruises? But I know that it hasn't been too terribly long. You went to Mexico. So yeah, see, I still follow you. I just don't really get on YouTube a whole lot anymore, other than to do my lives. And once in a while I might upload something, but not often enough, obviously. Huge body, small rack. Yeah. Yeah, where was your latest travel to? Weren't you down? Was that your latest? Were you in Mexico? I don't remember. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. I haven't gone anywhere, done anything. We were talking, we were going to go on that cruise with you guys, but then the whole pandemic happened. So, and then we were like, well, can't really afford to do that this year, so we're just going to hold off and blah, blah, blah. So, yep, pretty much. I have a pretty good memory. But yeah, I still keep tabs on you guys. I love you guys. Okay, you don't do one specific cruise line. Oh yeah, that's where it was, because you I think you did a live from the Bahamas, didn't you? I didn't get a chance to watch it, but didn't you do like a really short live from there, or was that the one in Mexico? I don't remember. This one thing I haven't done is just I don't know, the whole cruise thing. Like, that would be neat. It would be fun, but then I'm kind of also leery of it. Just because I have this fear of drowning. Chances of a big old cruise ship, capsizing or whatever. is probably pretty slim, unless you've got a dumb captain or admiral or whatever that, you know, runs the ship aground. Okay, it wasn't in the Bahamas. I can't remember. It must, obviously it wasn't in the Bahamas, so, but see, I still remember stuff. There is a song called Mandy, and that is the song I am named after by Barry Manilow. Yep. Yes, I do know that you are far more likely to die in a car accident than to drown, but on a cruise ship. Yes, I do know. So the safest form of travel is actually air travel. Yet my husband says no to the air travel unless we're going, he goes, unless we're going across that pond, we ain't getting on a plane. He said that after this, well, when he went out, he flew out to Vegas for SEMA, and he said, you know, the flights themselves weren't that bad or anything like that, but he was just so nervous because the last experience he had was flying out to Chicago, and like he goes, I'm sorry, but when you're coming in to the runway, here's the runway supposed to be right in front of you, and you're coming in, look, and you're looking at the runway from, you know, a side view. He goes, there's a problem with that. So but yeah, I like I said, I know that the chances of you know, the chances are just so slim to none, you know, at this point, with the whole cruise ship sinking and drowning and whatnot. But I just, it's just one of those things, you know. I don't know. I mean, I don't even like to go swimming in a lake. A pool I'm okay with. A lake, not so much. So I can't imagine what I'm going to be like in the ocean. I get very, I think it's because I can't see the bottom of it, and that would bother me a whole lot. But you probably don't even really feel, you probably don't even feel like waves or anything of that nature. Air travel was the safest way of transportation these days. However, the amount of legroom I have is so little, it's getting dangerously close to cutting off my circulation. And also, getting on your other people and whatnot, getting on your nerves so bad that it may end your life anyway, because you may commit murder, right? That's just too funny. Oh, so is everybody ready for the holidays then? I don't even have my trees up yet. I don't have my village out. I don't have any of that stuff. I mean, again, it's kind of a formality for us. We don't really you know, I celebrate the solstice more so, and and I celebrate Yule, which are the 12 days of Christmas, but they are, you know, December 21st through January 1st. I've been pretty good. I've been pretty good. I have been trying to get the side hustle going, and you know, so I'm doing shirts. So what holiday? Yeah. I have done several orders for, I've made a bunch of hats and shirts. Let's see. And honestly, I'm hoping I'm really, really hoping that this business takes off enough that I make enough. Oh, sorry, Demon's back. So I'm hoping to make enough. I'm going to get into I'm going to actually do screen printing. So Tony went to SEMA. His art went out to SEMA. I'm also I've picked up a lot of different skills. I started learning Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop, and I'm trying to do some more graphic design stuff, creating logos, etc. And I've actually been making my own designs for my shirts to sell. I got to get a website up. So yeah, I'm trying really hard, and I want to get into doing all these other things. Like there's so many things I want to do. And I just keep telling myself, no, you need to do one thing at a time, one thing at a time. But I'm not a very patient person. So I'm just like, no, let's just do it all now. But the one thing that stops you is, you have to have all of this money to invest in all of these things. So that stops me. That keeps me from getting too terribly overboard with things and in over my head so much. Maybe the safest, but when there is a crash, there are generally very few. Yes, that's true. Very little survivor. I love the ocean. I think it's beautiful. I think it would be disorienting for me, just because of my vertigo. But Kim was trying to tell me, no, you'll be fine because you don't even feel that. You're just like, you won't feel the ocean on a big cruise ship. So that's honestly the reason why I wanted to try it. I would really like to be able to go on a cruise, and I don't even need to get off the damn boat. Like I don't know that I want to even get off the boat to go into like a touristy attraction or anything like that, because I've heard some horror stories. Of course, I think that if I am traveling with experienced travelers, I'd probably be fine. So yeah, I do want to take a cruise, but the big trip is going to be for 2023, and I'm trying to align things and get things, taken care of, debt and a whole lot of money saved up so that the family, the entire family, can go to Germany for Tony's 50th, because he wants to go home for his birthday, for his 50th. So we're trying to get that figured out. We're pushing really hard to get stuff taken care of so that we can have plenty of money to go do that. And because I want to go for a month. I don't want to go for just like a week or two. I want to go for a full month because I want to go to France. Demon, stop it. Jesus, cat. Can you hear him? Seriously? He hears me talking, so he thinks he has to be in here with me. He is my familiar. I don't even remember what I was talking about exactly. So, Tony, while we're over in Germany, though, I want to go. We want to go see things and do things, and I want to go to France. I really want to go to France, and I'd like to see, a couple of other countries while we're there. So, it would be great. The person running this country doesn't think there should be a Christmas. Well, I personally am not. I don't celebrate Christmas, so because I'm pagan. So Yeah, the potatoes. And the ones pulling his strings. Just try a cruise sometime. More often than not, you end up regretting the things you don't do versus the things you did. I know. See, and that's the thing. And how do you know if you don't like something if you don't try it? So, yeah. No, I want to do it. I want to take at least a cruise sometime in my life. I want to experience it. And I want to conquer fears and do all these. There's just so much I want to do. The gambling cruise ships here in Florida are awesome. Yeah, he is something else. That cat, I'll tell you what, he's ornery. He will just talk and talk and talk, and he's gotten to a point now where he has to sleep with me at night, and he wants to sleep either curled up, and he's a bed hog. Let me just tell you, that cat is a bed hog. We have a California king, and I have to sleep in the middle. If the cat is in our room, then he has to sleep like on my side of the bed, and he sprawls out, or he's up on my pillow. Like he's up on one of my pillows sleeping. He leads a very pampered life, just saying. That cat though, he's something else. Yes, I hear you. Somebody was saying, God, that's a really mean name. Why'd you name him Demon? And when we first got him, he was a mean cat. Like he was a mean kitten. He was really, really mean. He would bite, scratch, hiss, growl, like it was crazy. He was not a nice cat. And he was even like mean to all the other cats and animals and whatnot. And so my daughter, he was supposed to be my daughter's cat, and so she's like, no, his name is Demon. It fits him. Like, well, yeah, it does kind of fit him. And now it does not. That name does not fit him, but it kind of does. So, and he's a black cat. So. They have Jimmy Buffett playing on their cruises, right? Eddie is no different. Bed hog supreme is astonishing how much room such a little dog can take up. I know, isn't it crazy? I won't. That's one thing that we don't let our huskies get on the bed anymore. Romeo and Addie were the only two that really did that, and Trisha and Garth never did, or never really have. But now Romeo, so our oldest husky, Romeo, he's like 12-ish, 12 or 13. I can't remember his exact age. But he's having a really hard time with walking, and I think he's got arthritis really bad in his hind legs, his hips. And there's just, yeah, he doesn't, the poor guy, he doesn't control his bladder all that well. He can't hold it all that well anymore. And he's just, his teeth are all kind of crappy, and he's got tumors in his ears, and so he can't hear. And I think he's had a couple of strokes, to be honest with you. So yeah, he's just, I don't know. I'm thinking that after the first of the year, we're probably going to have to help him pass. If I can't get him to improve, I need to get him. I was thinking of getting him some like chondroitin tablets for hip joints, for joint health. And I've been better about giving him like coconut oil. I'll put coconut oil in their bowls and with their dog food. And I try to, like, if we have leftover fattier meats or whatever, I'll give them I like to give them some leftovers just because they need that. And yeah, they're just not really. And honestly, I would love to be able to move them to a natural diet versus a dog food diet, because I don't like dog food. I think that crap is so overly processed, and it has really no nutritional value to speak of. So, anywho, I'd love to be able to move them all to a more natural diet, but I'm just not capable of doing that at this moment. So. Yeah, Margaritaville's my favorite, though. My favorite Jimmy Buffett song. Just saying. Obviously. I am starting to clog up. My sinuses they've been crazy lately. So I'm starting to clog back up again. So I think it's probably time to get off of here. And I'm actually tired because, well, I didn't sleep a whole lot last night, even though I had a whole lot to drink. Yeah, it's just easier to feed them a natural diet. So it's better for them, but it gets expensive, because they have to have a certain amount of food too. So yeah, I don't know. Trump Nugent 2024. Yeah, not a fan of either of them. Like I think we would have been good with the former POTUS, but he didn't know when to shut his mouth, and he kept sticking his foot in his mouth and saying some really dumb stuff. Like, don't tweet that stuff, dude. You would have been just fine. I think there's going to be I think there's going to be a changing of the guard, and I don't think it's going to be that one. I don't think it'll be our former either. So, and I am not a fan of Ted Nugent. Just saying. That guy is 10 shades of crazy. Oh, that's too far right for me. Nope. You know who I really would have liked to have seen get elected actually was Tulsi Gabbard. I really like her. And she was so uninspired by the Democratic Party and disenchanted with them that she was the vice chair, and she's like, I'm done with this. You guys are you're too radical for me. So, but I really like her. I don't like everything that she, like all of her policies, but I like her the best. I've out of everybody, that's who I would have voted for. But even in 2016, I didn't vote for either one of them. So, anywho, All right. Good night, you guys. Have a wonderful evening. And it was awesome to have you here. Thanks. Yeah, I don't I don't know. I really hope that Tulsi decides she wants to run again, and because she can just she is so smart and just so quick-witted, and like she is so informed. That's the thing. She's so knowledgeable, and she's informed, and that's what I like about her, is that she doesn't I don't think no, I don't think so. Actually, she's not against Second Amendment. She likes it, but um, she is more uh, she's more militarized when it comes to that, because she is in the military, or was in the military. So yeah, I don't agree with everything that she has, and her Second Amendment is a little wavering, but I don't think she's going to run on that platform anyway, if she ever runs again. So um, DeSantis would be all right. I wouldn't mind him so much. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm hearing some rumblings that the vice POTUS. I'm hearing that there's some rumblings and grumblings going on with that, and party lines are not towing very well. We'll just say so. Yeah. I'm pretty. I don't know. Gosh, I don't really know how to say it. I'm more of a libertarian than I am Republican or Democrat. So I'm very much that way, and I'm honestly I'm probably I'm more like, so my brother was like, I think that you're very moderate, but I think that you also are you're kind of a constitutionalist, and I'm like, well, kind of, yeah, because I believe firmly in the Constitution, and I think that it is. I don't know. I think it was put in place for a reason, and it's worked all these years for a reason. So maybe we should probably stick with it. But yeah, he's if he does make a run, I would probably go for him, just simply because he's not letting the government bulldog him in how he's running his state. So I like that. We have our governor, I think, is doing a pretty darn good job. I really like her too. Oh my God, knows. Well, which God? Yeah, you've got a really crappy governor, girl. I'm just saying. I like our governor. I'm not, you know, I wasn't really on board with old Kimmy, but for a while, but through all of this this pandemic BS. I really think that, she's like, no, your healthcare is your choice, and all of those things. So like, she really has kind of, she's really kind of come into her own. And I have to say, I'm more on board with her than I was. So I really do. She seems to have more of the, I guess the well-being of the people of the state is her concern, and that's a good thing. So, hello, Israr. How are you? So, anywho, all right. Well, I think I am going to shut this shit show down, as I like to call it. I think I need to find my pajamas, and thinking I need a Captain Coke. So, well, yeah, I've been on for almost 2.5 hours, so I'm like, I'm starting, my sinuses are starting to clog up. I've been talking too much. So, how are you? Where are you from? What are you doing? I'll stay for a little longer. I don't know. I wish I could have double thumbs up, right? So, oh, fun. You're in the UK. Oh. Yeah, you guys, let's see. You're what, 8 hours ahead of me? Yeah, what time is it? It's 9:52 my time, and I'm in Iowa. So what time is it there? Are you at 5 or 6 a.m.? Or maybe you're at 4 a.m. I don't know. I have a friend of mine that he'll pop on here on Monday nights when it's 3:52. Okay, so you're about 6, so you're 6 hours ahead of us, of me anyway. So, and I always forget. I keep thinking he's 8 hours ahead, but you're right. He's only 6. So he'll pop on here and every once in a while. So, so you can't sleep, huh? Well, that sucks. I have sleeping issues myself. I can never stay asleep. I can go to sleep. I just can't stay asleep. I don't, I think the most I sleep at a time is about 2 hours, and then I'm awake and I'm tossing and turning for a while, and then then I'll finally maybe go back to sleep. So, I don't ever sleep. I just don't really sleep through the night. It just sucks. Oh, are you, so since I have you here, what is the social environment like there in the UK right now? I'm hearing it's getting better, but there's still lockdowns and stuff going on. I know there's, like, Austria is, of course, but and Germany just went to lockdown again. I know that's not the UK, but I think somebody had said that they were just possibly discussing another lockdown for the UK again. I do have a PayPal. It's down in my description. And I cannot for the life of me. It's Royal Amethyst Acres at Gmail. Royal.amethyst.acres. I'm looking here. Gotta get to my, yeah, it's royal.amethyst.acres at Gmail. At the moment, it's not bad, but the agenda about the new variant is getting pushed. Oh, I'll bet. I'll bet. How long has that one been there? Because so originally it popped the it popped up in, supposedly it popped up in California, but then now they're trying to blame it on the first case being in Minnesota when it wasn't. So, and now they've got I want to say we have 17 states that have that variant right now. I'm just like, well, we were talking about that earlier, and I had watched. There's a channel on here on YouTube. It's called Unheard, UNHERD, and they had just let's see, maybe not even a month ago, released a video, and it was talking about this gentleman that was on there. I cannot remember the where he's teaching, but or why he was there in England. He was in London for some reason. But anyway, he actually was talking about how this is basically going to be one of the well over 200 disease processes, viral processes that are just there. It's just going to be a normal part of life. So we need to find a better way to deal with it, because what we're doing is not going to work. It's just going to continue to mutate because it's a virus. So yeah. And then I happened to see something on what was that on? Maybe I saw it on Rumble. No. It was actually just the WHO schedule. It was a schedule of the variants. And like we're looking at variants for the next probably there's pretty much going to be one about every 3 to 6 months. So for the next like 2 or 3 years. Yeah. So no, and the boosters are probably not going to work properly because they are because there are too many variants involved, and because of the mutations and whatnot. I mean, honestly, serious question: does anyone think this is real? I do think that it's real, but I do think that it was man-made, and I do think that this was a. If you want to go with the whole like one world conspiracy theory, which is it's a serious theory. It was kind of planned like this. The problem is that they didn't realize how they were going to be able to. They were trying to figure out how they were going to get a one world scenario, a one leader scenario, and the problem is that you can't really have that. It's just not going to work like that. So So yeah, I do think it's real, and I do think that it is I think that it is man-made, and I think obviously it's been proven actually that it was. Um, I also believe that what this is it's a huge test, and it's a huge test to see just exactly how compliant um, governments can make their people. Um, I know I mean it's a conspiracy theory in its own right, but I really have I have this sneaking suspicion that this is going to be this it was done as a control mechanism to figure out the best way that they could incite control. So I don't know. I know I don't want to be that, that conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but um I'm a firm believer. I think that theories exist for a reason, and if one person is saying it, there are many other people who are thinking it, you know. I mean, you still have people out there who have, theories on religion that are just like like they've been disproven, but they're still a theory. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, what do you get? It is so good to question. If you cannot question something, if you cannot ask questions, if you cannot think for yourself, you cannot if you're not allowed to have a thought process, there's a problem. Like I don't know. And it goes along with that whole, my whole thought that it doesn't matter what somebody's view is. You can have a differing view. It doesn't mean you have to hate each other. It doesn't mean you have to be unkind. You just have a difference of opinion, and that's just the way it is. It's not a big deal. So, um, agreed, Jess. Yep, yep. It is. It's a ton. It's a huge, huge. It's a gross overreach of for power and control. It is. I don't. They do. Yes. Yep. It's easier to control. It's easier to control the masses when they put them in classifications or boxes. It is so true. Um, and that's actually been proven. That's been proven. Like you can read any social economist theories. You can I mean, just look at government theory, just governments in general. And China's a prime example. They have total control of all of their people, and there is a reason why, because they've designed it that way. They have somehow effectively um, put everybody in classes and in these boxes, and that's how they maintain control. So I don't know where we go from here, to be honest with you. If you don't fit in a box, I don't either. It would take several boxes to fit me in. Actually, I'm just an angry little hobbitses. So I probably would fit in a box. It's just it'd be a non-conforming box. How's that? I try really hard not to like be very public about my thoughts when it comes to comes to this stuff, and the reason for that is because I don't want somebody to put me in that kind of a, in that box, right? I don't want to be labeled. I've lived with labels my entire life. I don't want to, I don't. And then people just look at me like, you're wacky, lady. Like, what's wrong with you? So I try not to voice too terribly loudly or publicly about things. And I'll stand up for what I believe in, but I'm not gonna I probably won't purposely put myself out there more than necessary. How does that sound? Oh, have you? That's awesome. Yes, absolutely. That's just it. We are individuals, and as individuals, we have the power of free thinking and the power of and we have the right for voicing those opinions and those thoughts, and those are supposed to be basic freedoms, and unfortunately not everybody gets those, and that's unfair. And unfortunately you also have others who just want to stifle that. So, well, hello Bernard, how are you? The future is unwritten. Yes, it is. It's so funny that you said you were listening to the Lord of the Rings audiobooks. Okay. So I'm not a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit or even the movies. I'm just not. I'm one of those people, I literally read for information only. I don't just sit and read. But I'm a huge Led Zeppelin fan. So, and I don't know how many songs don't reference at least The Hobbit or that kind of stuff. Like I'm yeah. Some people are oppressed, so can't have an opinion. Yes, this is true. It's so true. The book that says the future is set. Well, I don't have a book. I just have intuition. Oh, so Israr is also from the UK. So welcome. You obviously cannot sleep either. It's pretty sad when you have to watch what you say in this country. It is very, because that was the whole premise of our Constitution. I mean, freedom of speech is number one. That's our First Amendment. What? I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand why you would try to buck that system. I know you love to read. Oh, you're on the night shift. Okay. Working on the night shift. It's night crew, but yeah, I'm not I'm so I'm so sick of having to watch what I say. Ooh. Yep. It drives me just insane. And that's not a far drive these days, as you well know. So, are they pushing, are they pushing for the third shot, the third booster, I should say, the booster shot in the UK? Are they, um, are they pushing for, like, um are they pushing for mask mandate over there again? I'm really curious. When I was watching that channel today, I watched a video of, this gal. Australia has just gone off their damn rockers down there. Um, and she was literally in an internment camp, and simply because she was exposed to somebody who was who had tested positive, and they put her. And I mean, she's like, I lied, but I was scared, that she had been tested and she had tested negative, blah blah blah. Well, they threw her in this internment camp in Darwin for it. So I'm just really, I mean, Australia has just gone off their damn rockers. Are they pushing for the booster? Yeah, they're trying to here too. But I mean, yeah. It's very bad when you love your country and you stand for it. Yeah, it is. Um, I I very much, I'm very proud to be an American. I'm very proud. I'm very proud to live in the country I live in, and I would defend my country. But I really don't like what's going on, and why, and how we are all being, um they're trying to silence us and take that, you know, the basis of our country away from us. Had my booster last week. Yes, all out for everyone to get the booster. Okay. Well, yeah, this is true. I think you're probably right, Jess. They thought 1984 was an instruction manual. It almost is, though. I mean, I've not read it. I need to read it because, there are so many things in that book that are just, it's too coincidental, you know, I guess. So, yeah, I need to read it, but again, I don't like to just sit and read for enjoyment. So I want to read for information. I want to get what I need to know and get the hell out of there. Be done. Have you read that book? I just kind of wonder, like, how many people have actually read that book, and what was your take on it? I think that, I think that there is truth to that. Um, I also think that, it has included world powers that are, to create a one world scenario. Um, and I know that sounds really, really like far fetched, but, um, you hear something enough, and rumblings of something enough, you start to really say, "Ooh, well," you know, again, it's that whole, uh, if one person is strong enough or whatever to say it, then more than one person is thinking it. So, right. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. See, that's the thing, but where is that gonna lie? Where is that power gonna lie? Um, so for the last several years, um, I had read I've read a couple of articles that one of our admirals in the Pacific Fleet, mind you, um, one of our admirals of our Pacific Fleet has said we need more funding because you know, China's rearing its ugly head. It's been building for years. It's been trying to build this, huge naval operation. Um, they're huge. They're trying to build their own really big navy, and there's testing and of nuclear warheads, all kinds of stuff going on. And yet, I mean, we as the American people are not hearing anything of this. And yeah, it's really, and North Korea is in on that and the whole nine yards. It's crazy. No, I have not watched Jericho. However, um, I know that it was on, I want to say it was on Netflix. And yeah, that could very well be. I've heard that. I have heard that. So there was a um what was he? He was a oh God. I'm thinking of the epidemiologist, and that's not it. But anyway, there was a he's like a philosophical, or not philosophical, but he's a professor of maybe social, was it social social economics, maybe, I don't remember. But anyway, he is there in the UK, and he was saying that it's interesting because so leading up to the 20th century, it was all about they used religion as a unifying factor, and how they basically the Christendom is what they were trying to use that as a power to create, you know, something to look forward to, I guess, and believe in. Um, and then he said, then in like the 20th century, it was all about progress. Well, now both of those things are being, and so so science came about. Science was really being uh, pushed as kind of the savior of things, and so now they're looking at neither one of those things. That something else has to be the saving grace, I guess you could say, of the world. And so progress isn't even like really in the language anymore. And it's I think there's some truth to that. I really do. I really do. Um, Again, I if you don't follow it, if you don't watch it, I really like, I would encourage you to watch the channel Unheard. Um, it's it's pretty thought provoking. It really is. Taiwan, China, Australia will be the first to go head to head with China. Yeah, I probably because we have our the Speaker of the House, I believe. The internet's the new smoking habit 2021. True. It could very well be. The internet is crazy. The internet is so crazy. There's so much. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with the internet. There's so much information out there, but there's so much misinformation out there too. So it's kind of hard to distinguish which is worse. I have not read Nostradamus. No. I mean, I've read things about Nostradamus, but and I think that Nostradamus was he was definitely a seer of a lot of things that have really come to fruition at this point. So I believe a lot. I believe that he was a very gifted man, and yeah, I would probably follow his teachings and ramblings before I would a lot of other people. So, but no, I have not actually read it. The internet reading your mind? Well, maybe. All of our electronics, your smartphones are listening to you. So, I mean, just get on your social media app and look at your suggested ads, and it'll tell you exactly what you were thinking or saying. So it's not even about algorithms and what you're looking up even. So the English language is bad. Yeah, I know. It is pretty sad. Yeah, the internet is it's good and bad. I don't know that is our biggest problem right at the moment, but it is definitely a problem. I do think that there is an issue with it. I do think that the Earth cycles like it cycles with the climate, and I mean it's got to go through a cleansing, and so it can reset itself. But I do think that obviously we do not help the matters at all, and I think that we push it a little bit too much. I think that we push it, we give it momentum. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. This is true, Jess. Yeah, it's not just listening to what you're saying, but it's actually literally, that's where the AI algorithms come into play. And yeah, it's a whole big thing. Like, it's a whole big thing. And sure as shit, that information's got to go somewhere. So where is it going? I could probably take a few guesses. Listen, I'm gonna end up getting my freaking account banned. Somebody, I can't remember who it was, but somebody was saying that, YouTube has stifled them for their thoughts and their ramblings, I guess. So it's a battle for our minds. It is true. Yep. Government in general. It really does. There needs to be a great cleanse of governments worldwide, not just, I do firmly believe that. I think our country definitely. I think our country does. We need it. We need a big cleansing of our government, and we need to start looking at making some changes, because I don't think that we as a country are headed in a very good direction. But what's going to happen is, so we've swung so far one way, we're now going to swing, radically the other way. And yeah, school kids would make more sense. Probably. You're probably right. It's like the Matrix. Yeah, it kind of is. Oh, we just saw a commercial actually for the new one, for the newest Matrix. And my husband and kids were like, Morpheus isn't even there. So it's just kind of funny that you bring that up, because we literally like 2 days ago were talking about that. Sorry. Yeah, I wasn't a huge I'm not really big into movies and stuff. I am the strangest. I am so strange, I know. Um, um, what? 4 to 7 years time, China are going to war with LR. What's LR? Watch 60 Minutes. Yeah, 60 they just had a report on that, yeah. Not too terribly long ago, about not necessarily going to war, but just that whole environment right there, that whole situation. So, oh yes, the Matrix, the predictive programming. Yep, yep. So I'm not like this huge movie buff or any of that stuff. I really and I don't really read like fantasy stuff or anything like that. I really do. I don't know. I'm pretty introverted. Surprisingly, I'm this extroverted introvert. I'm not even kidding you, but I don't. So I try not to. Well, I shouldn't say I try not to. I don't really take in like um I don't really get into science fiction. I don't really get into, movies and reading books for pleasure and all of that stuff. Like I don't know why. I've never been that way. But I do like to read for information. So Limitless. I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't know. My husband's the movie buff. Like um he probably has seen it, but all right. I'm definitely going to wrap this up because I am yawning and I feel like that's really rude. So it's not that I'm bored. I'm tired. Um, I had a whole lot of rum last night. And I woke up at like, I didn't go to bed until after 1. And then I woke up probably around the 3 o'clock hour, which is the witching hour anyway. And my head was just pounding. But I did manage to go back to sleep for a little bit. So, and I kind of doze off and on throughout the night. So, anyway, I'm actually tired. So, hopefully, I can go to sleep. I think I'll probably go make some more drank. I'll probably have that one. So, all right. Jess, plug your phone in so you can talk to me on Marco. Oh, I don't like Red Bull. Ugh, that stuff like kills me. I don't like energy drinks. I think they're just too sweet maybe for me. I don't really know. Anyway, so all right, guys. It was awesome to talk to all of you, and I look forward to next week. So same bat time, same bat channel. And until then, I hope everybody stays safe and be kind to each other. Please be kind to each other. It costs nothing to be a kind human being. It truly does not. So anyway, much love, many blessings, and live from the earth and play in the dirt. Bye, guys.